All right, let's dive right into this explainer and unpack what is honestly a truly fascinating story. Today, we're looking at how Dogecoin, a literal internet joke, somehow transformed into a legitimate financial juggernaut. We're going to break down the history, the underlying tech, and the hype to understand exactly how a simple meme managed to capture the entire world's attention. But look, before we jump into the history and all the wild hype, we really need to establish the stakes here. Can an internet meme actually save you from financial ruin? Can you have fun online and make real money at the exact same time? I know, it sounds completely absurd, but as you'll see, for some people, this joke became very, very serious. So let's get into section 1, the birth of a meme. Let's rewind our clocks back to 2013 to witness the pretty hilarious, humble beginnings of the world's very first meme coin. Creators Jackson Palmer and Billy Marcus created Dogecoin without any sort of grand plans for world domination. Honestly, it was entirely for laughs. But then, the internet just completely embraced it. People started using it for online tipping, just spreading good vibes on forums. It shocked absolutely everyone, especially the founders. When fast forward to 2017, Dogecoin experienced a massive price surge. We're talking a jump of over 300%. Suddenly, this silly little meme coin was a household name.
Moving right along to section 2, under the Doge hood.
No, what's really interesting about this part of the story is that beneath the meme exterior, Dogecoin actually has surprisingly robust underlying tech mechanics. Built on Litecoin's code, Dogecoin has a lightning-fast 1-minute block time. As you can see, it absolutely crushes Bitcoin's 10-minute block time, making it pretty much perfect for fast, cheap microtransactions. And the crucial point here is how it's mined. It uses a proof-of-work system, kind of like Bitcoin. But here is the huge advantage. It doesn't require any fancy or incredibly expensive setups. The barrier to entry is so low that miners can bypass all that expensive gear and literally just use a good old HP laptop. Furthermore, that incredibly low barrier to entry feeds into some truly staggering economics. Unlike Bitcoin, which has a very strict limit on how many coins can ever exist, Dogecoin has absolutely no supply cap. An aggressive 5 billion new coins are mined every single year. So yeah, the supply is essentially as endless as your Google search history. Let's move to our next section, section 3, the celebrity hype machine. So let's see how that endless supply got supercharged by some incredibly famous investors. You know, whenever there was hype brewing in the neighborhood, huge celebrities just couldn't resist jumping on the bandwagon. We are talking about massive names like Snoop Dogg, Gene Simmons, and even Carole Baskin. They just couldn't resist shouting out their love for the coin, which obviously made it completely irresistible for everyday investors to buy in. But let's be real, there is one highly influential figure we absolutely must talk about. Someone whose connection to the coin is as close as your old laptop to the nearest power outlet. Yep, you guessed it, Elon Musk. Over the years, Elon has been a massive fan. To put his electrifying influence into perspective, just look at February 2021. A single, solitary tweet of support from Elon Musk caused Dogecoin's market value to shoot up by a staggering 50%. Just one tweet. That is wild. Which brings us to Section 4, Future Price Predictions. With that kind of unprecedented volatility, let's look at the staggering heights experts think this asset could reach in the future. Now, current predictions for 2025 sit somewhere around 28 to 33 cents. But by 2030, experts see a climb to around $2.13. Honestly, pretty impressive. But wait. Analysts on the respected TradingView platform foresee a truly massive leap. They're predicting Dogecoin reaches $368 by 2032. Actually, scratch that. Here is the most short-circuiting part of this whole thing. Looking way ahead to 2050, some bold analysts believe the meme coin could hit a bolt-dropping $9,266. The sheer scale of these predictions is absolutely insane for something that literally started as an internet joke. Okay, let's bring those astronomical numbers back down to earth for Section 5, Real-World Impact. Let's examine the deeply personal story of a guy we'll call Tenji. Tenji decided to invest $1,500 into Dogecoin when it was sitting at just 2 cents, snagging himself 75,000 coins. But right after that, he suffered a devastating job loss and really fell into a dark place, worrying about how he'd provide for his family. But then a miracle happened. His Dogecoin investment skyrocketed from 2 cents to 40 cents. That's an almost 2,000% gain. Because of that incredible surge, he was miraculously able to pay his bills and keep his family's roof over their heads.
Which leaves us with a final, truly fascinating question to ponder as we wrap up this explainer. Does Dogecoin actually possess genuine life-changing power? Or was Tenji's unbelievable salvation just crazy luck? Is it a brilliant piece of technology powered by an online community? Or just a lottery ticket riding on the whims of celebrity tweets? The answer probably just depends on when you bought in. Thanks for joining me to unpack this wild ride. Keep questioning, keep learning, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.